Welcome to vSkills YouTube channel. In this video, you will learn about the top interview questions for Node.js. So, let's get started. Question number 1. What is the relation of Node.js with JavaScript? The answer is: Node.js is not a JavaScript framework. Many of its modules are written in JavaScript. It allows the developers to create new modules in JavaScript. Node.js is a virtual machine that leverages JavaScript as its scripting language to achieve high output. Question number 2. What is the use of Node.js? The answer is: Node.js is used primarily for non-blocking and event-driven servers, because of its single-threaded nature. It is used for traditional websites as well as back-end API services and was designed with real-time, push-based architectures in mind. Question number 3. What is static content? The answer is: static content is any content that can be delivered to the end users without the need to be generated, modified, or processed. Question number 4. What is Git? The answer is: Git is a free open-source distributed version control system that is designed to handle small as well as large projects with speed and efficiency. Question number 5. What do you mean by Reactor pattern in Node.js? The answer is: Reactor pattern is an idea of non-blocking I/O operations in Node.js. This pattern provides a handler, in the case of Node.js, a callback function, that is associated with each I/O operation. When an I/O request is generated, it is submitted to a demultiplexer. This demultiplexer is a notification interface that is used to handle concurrency in non-blocking I/O mode and collects every request in form of an event and queues each event in a queue. Thus, the demultiplexer provides the event queue. At the same time, there is an event loop that iterates over the items in the event queue. Every event callback function associated with it, and that callback function is invoked when the event loop iterates. Question number 6. What is callback hell and how can it be avoided? The answer is: callback hell refers to a coding pattern where there is a lot of nesting of callback functions. The code forms a pyramid-like structure and it becomes difficult to debug. Callback hell refers to a coding pattern where there is a lot of nesting of callback functions. The code forms a pyramid-like structure and it becomes difficult to debug. It can be avoided by using promises, yield operator and generator functions from ES6, modularizing code, and using the async library. Question number 7. What is a promise in Node.js? The answer is: a promise is a method that eventually produces value. Instead of passing a function as an argument as with callbacks, once the result is received from an asynchronous operation, then the required function is executed. The required functions are never passed as arguments to the asynchronous operation. Question number 8. What do you understand by callback in Node.js? The answer is: the callback is a function that is to be executed after another function has finished executing or called after a task is finished. It is the asynchronous equivalent for a function. All APIs of Node are written in such a way that they support callbacks. Question number 9. What do you mean by secure coding? The answer is: secure coding is the process of the development of computer software in a way that protects against the accidental introduction of security vulnerabilities. Question number 10. What is a web application? The answer is: a web application is nothing but an application software running on a web server, unlike computer-based software programs that are run locally on the operating system of the device. Question number 11. What do you mean by DOM and what are its three parts? The answer is: DOM stands for Document Object Model, that is a programming interface for HTML and XML documents. It represents the page so that programs can change the structure, style, and content of the document. The three parts into which DOM is separated are core, HTML, and XML. Question number 12. Why do we use XML? The answer is: web agents and robots become more efficient and productive with the use of XML. Some of its general applications include the provision of a standard method for accessing information, hence, making it easier for applications and devices of all kinds to transmit, use, store, and display data. Question number 13. What do you know about Node CLI? The answer is: command line interfaces, CLIs, built in Node.js enable the automation of repetitive tasks while leveraging the vast Node.js ecosystem. Moreover, with the help of package managers like npm and yarn, these can be distributed and consumed across multiple platforms easily. Question number 14, what is NPM? The answer is NPM is the package manager for the Node JavaScript platform. Its purpose is to put modules in place so the nodes can find them, and manage dependency conflicts smartly. Question number 15, what is a string? The answer is a string is a sequence of characters. In C++, it is a data type and a header file. This header file has powerful functions of string manipulation. Question number 16, what is a buffer? The answer is a buffer is a temporary memory taken by a stream to hold some data until it is consumed. The buffer size is decided by the high watermark property on the stream instance that is a number denoting the size of the buffer in bytes. Question number 17, what is the use of Metadata API? The answer is Metadata API is useful in deploying changes. We can retrieve, deploy, create, update, and delete customization information for organizations like Experience Cloud sites, custom object definitions, and page layouts. Hence, using Metadata API is ideal when the changes are complicated or when there is a need for a more rigorous change management process and an audit process for managing multiple work streams. Question number 18, what do you mean by debugging and what are the different types of it? The answer is debugging is the process of detecting and removing the existing and potential errors in a software code that may cause it to behave unexpectedly or even crash. Some debugging approaches are brute force method, program slicing, cause elimination method, and backtracking. Question number 19, what are modules? The answer is modules are generally the blocks of encapsulated code used for communicating with an external application based on their related functionality. Question number 20, what is the HTTP module? The answer is the HTTP module creates an HTTP server that listens to server ports and then gives back the response to the client. Moreover, we can create an HTTP server with the help of the http.createServer method. Question number 21, what do you understand by MVC? The answer is the Model View Controller refers to an architectural pattern that separates an application into three major logical components, namely, the model, the view, and the controller. The MVC enables the programmer to generate barriers for organizing the code, allowing a programmer to compartmentalize functionality. Question number 22, what are the types of Node.js frameworks? The answer is, there are three different types of Node.js frameworks: MVC, Full-Stack MVC, and REST API. Question number 23, what are middleware functions? The answer is middleware functions are the functions that have access to the request object, the response object, and the next function in the request-response cycle of the application. Question number 24, what is JSON? The answer is the full form of JSON is JavaScript object notation. It is a file format useful for storing information in an organized and easy-to-access manner. Question number 25, what is MongoDB? The answer is MongoDB is a source-available cross-platform document-oriented database program that is classified as a NoSQL database program. It uses JSON-like documents with optional schemas. Question number 26, what is a template engine? The answer is, a template engine or template parser is software designed for combining templates with a data model to produce result documents. Question number 27, what do you know about Pug? The answer is Pug is a kind of templating engine for Express and is used to remove the cluttering of server code with HTML, concatenating strings wildly to existing HTML templates. Question number 28, what is EJS? The answer is, EJS is a templating language used to create HTML markup with plain JavaScript. Moreover, it helps to embed JavaScript into HTML pages. Question number 29, what is the use of a JSON Web Token? The answer is, a JSON Web Token is used for sending information that can be verified and trusted through a digital signature. Question number 30, what are the uses of the file system module? The answer is, some common uses of the file system module are read, delete, update, create, and rename files. For more such videos, subscribe to our channel.